Hey guys, it's Claire Aiken with the Fiddle Fig Plant Resource Center, and today I want to do another episode of What's Wrong with My Fiddle Fig. And this one, honestly, I was completely stumped. It took me a long time to troubleshoot this one. So this came from our Facebook group. If you're not already in our Facebook group, please join. You can post pictures of your plant and get answers from expert growers around the world. So this person posted all these pictures of their plant, and one of the reasons I think this was so hard to decode is there was a lot going on. So she was gifted this plant from her neighbor. Her neighbor lives in the exact same building as her and has the exact same apartment layout, including the same windows. And so when she got the plant, some weird things started to happen. She noticed some powdery white mildew on the plant itself at kind of the base of the stems. So she applied baking soda and hydrogen peroxide to that. The other thing that she started to notice is some brown spots. And then all of a sudden, after about a week of having the plant, all of the leaves started dropping, and it was kind of a fiddly fig emergency. She was super freaked out. She was really desperate for help, and that's when she came to our Facebook group and posted. So we have the weird things going on. We have the white powdery mildew. We have some black spots from root rot. And most concerning, we have this huge shedding of leaves. The leaves that we're shedding weren't necessarily, covered in black spots. So, at first when you think it may be root rot, I just wasn't sure that it was, because the leaves that were dropping did not necessarily have brown spots on them. And the other compounding factor was, in the photos, you could see that it was right next to this giant heater vent. And so one of my first instincts was, maybe this heater vent is blasting this fiddle leaf fig with hot, dry air. But she said that she doesn't use the heater, or that vent is completely turned off, so that's not the case. It could be that that vent is providing a cold draft that they really don't like, and so that could be, one of the factors contributing to this. But after looking through all of these things, she swears that she's not overwatering it. It has good drainage. It doesn't really look exactly like root rot. What I believe this is that when her neighbor took the plant from his apartment to her apartment, he had south-facing windows with tons of light coming in. Even though their apartments are exactly the same layout with exactly the same size window, hers face west, which actually has a lot less sunlight. So if you're in kind of the northern hemisphere in the United States, if you face west, your plant only gets a little bit of afternoon sun. And so the vast majority of the day, your plant isn't getting any light. Whereas in the other apartment, it was getting light all day long as the sun kind of arced along those south-facing windows. So where she thought that the plant was getting the same amount of light because it's the same layout and the same size windows, if they're not facing the same direction and they're facing completely due west, her plant actually isn't getting very much light at all. And so shocks like this, going from all day long sunlight to only a little bit of sun in the afternoon, can really trigger fiddly figs to just shed their leaves and be very, very unhappy. And I do think that this is the cause. I think there may be some other things going on. Spraying them with hydrogen peroxide and baking soda can cause some issues. It can kind of shock them. Changing the watering can be a problem. I think there could be either a humidity change or a draft coming in through that vent. Even if it's not blowing hot air, maybe it's actually blowing cold air or sapping the moisture. So it could be a variety of different factors, but I do think that the main cause is this vast change in sunlight from a lot of sunlight to a little bit of sunlight. So let me know what you think. Send me your questions if something's wrong with your fiddle leaf fig, and subscribe to our channel and like this video if you think it was helpful for you. Have a great Sunday. Bye.